Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. Let's talk about what's going on back in California, because I'm about to move back to California now. Here's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen. Disclaimer. My name is ThePandaPhotographer, and before New York, I was in San Francisco. Before San Francisco, I was back in Wisconsin. But I lived in San Francisco in the past. It used to be such a beautiful city. And California just passed Prop 36. Because Prop 47 was an issue. And Prop 36 means that anyone that commits a crime, shoplifting, of anything, would turn into an automatic felony. Because if you didn't know, after Prop 47 was passed, ladies and gentlemen, in California, crime spiked so bad. And this is why CVS, Walgreens, this is why the West Central Mall in San Francisco had to close down. Theft in California went rampant. So, ladies and gentlemen, Prop 36 is back. And I think New York City should learn a lesson from it. I think New York City's Albany offices should listen up on this, because this is important. But some people, like Black Lives Matter's LA district, are saying that this is a racist tactic against black and brown people. And then I said to them through email and publicly to comment, what about Asian, Jewish, whites that live among our community? Oh, you only think about blacks. Okay. You see, what they forget is that cops don't just target blacks in California. They target anyone that lives in that specific neighborhood or district. If you live in that district, they know you poor. If you live somewhere like in Berkeley, they know you rich. They see you all the time, they know. See, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, living in California is a different type of breed of New York. So now Prop 36 is back. That means if someone was to go into a Walgreens in California and start stealing stuff and get arrested, that's a felony. No more misdemeanor. Now, it depends though. Let's say this is their first time defense. Yes, it goes into the misdemeanor. But if you're caught the second time, it's an automatic felony. Therefore, you're going to serve some time. And I think New York City should learn a lesson from this, ladies and gentlemen. So with that said, I'm here out in the morning in Long Island City because I came to Long Island City because I went to my storage unit. I need to go get the laptop. And this is live right now in New York City. And I think New York City should learn a lesson from Prop 36, what's going on in California. And mind you, I'm a man of color myself. And I approve Prop 36. Not only that helps mom and pop shops stay alive, but it helps keep business staying afloat and help put food on people's tables. Instead of not doing anything, which happened when they passed Prop 47, everybody. You know what I mean? Mom and pop shops and small businesses had to close. You know how many people in California went homeless because of Prop 47? Do you understand the repercussions of Prop 47? What it did to so many Californians? Oh my panda. And Black Lives LA district had the nerve to say this was a racist tactic. Black Lives Matter in New York City just tried to accuse Damian Penny of a racist crime and trying to make it seem like this was a George Floyd situation. I don't know what's going on with these organizations, but you guys are not looking at the bigger picture. I'm a man of color myself, and I approve Prop 36. I want to be safe. I want to own my business and not get robbed by a bunch of delinquents. I like to serve those delinquents a good meal. Let's say I own a restaurant business. I want to serve them instead of them stealing from me. I want to become a friend. This is why we open businesses in the neighborhood. We want to be part of the community. We want to have friends, not to be enemies. Black Lives Matter, I think you need to literally wake up for a second here and think about what you're saying. And I'm talking to the LA district. Specifically, you're targeting this Prop 36. Prop 47 was so bad. Look at the state of San Francisco. Are you kidding me? I got robbed 4 times. And mind you, I can prove all of it because everything that happened to me in San Francisco was on YouTube. Come on, friend. Even the cops got my iPhone back when I got robbed. We tracked it down. That's on YouTube, Black Lives Matter. Why you think I had no choice to leave? Why you think my parents that disown me decided that it wasn't safe in San Francisco? Keep that in mind. They sent the $5,000 and told me, get the hell out of San Francisco. We went back to Wisconsin. That was the first time I actually talked to my parents in years. Keep that in mind, everybody. I'm disowned. They was watching my videos and even saw it from themselves from across the pond that like, oh, that's a dangerous place. Everybody contribute. Lord Bryan, Michael Collins, everybody contribute. Everyone, even my friends that I was with in San Francisco, that are not American, were stuck there because of the second lockdown. We couldn't even stay at a hostel. And when the hostel did open, we had to separate. We can't even hang out together unless it was outside. Ladies and gentlemen, New York can learn a lesson from this. So with that said, good morning. I want to say thank you to Phil. Once again, thank you. Mind you, 2025 is just around the corner, everyone. I'm shooting this on a YouTube app. I want to see what happens. That's all. But I'm also using the Cinco P2XT wireless system. So I do want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I do got a deck hat on. It's a little windy. It is raining. I came out to the store, just want to get the laptop. I'm going to go back to the hostel and get some stuff done. But, like I said, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting. Thank you, Yuki, for the sneakers. Thank you, Phil, for the new iPhone. Thank you, everyone, for the hostel support and the motivation support. Thanks for actually listening to me and seeing that everything I have said about what has been taking place in New York City and among myself, accurate. Your source is not someone outside of me. I'm only me. Only me can explain me, not other people that do not know me. That's not how it works for me. So with that said, everyone, please do subscribe, like, and share. I'm in front of the Starbucks, hanging out at the Long Island State. Everyone's like, where you been? I was like, I've been training. I was like, really? Yeah, some of the girls are here and kind of like, oh, so you don't want to work with them? I'm like, it's not that, right? They don't get it. It's for their own safety. Because, mind you, we got trolls, we got haters. Yeah, and mind you, this location has been a target before because of that. So this is why I told him I want to work in a different location far from this location. But with that said, intense study says hi from India. But I just wanted to reflect on some things, everyone, that, I'm grateful and I'm very, very happy that, I got Christmas gifts without even realizing it. Think about it. I'm getting getting a iPhone 14 Pro, because this Samsung life has just been horrible. Mind you, I was pure Android before I was Apple. When Samsung was the shit back in the day, guys. When they was the Galaxy Note 3, 2, the Galaxy Note, Galaxy 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, oh my panda. In that era, I was the man, right? Then they had the Galaxy Tablet 10.1. When I brought that, I thought I was like, mind you, everybody wanted to play with that tablet. I then had the Sony Xperia Z phone that looked like a tab. That was a huge phone. I went all the way to Japan, back home to Japan, just to get the phone, to come back to the States, just to have bragging rights. And I did the review in Los Angeles when I got the phone. So guys, I have another YouTube channel. Yeah. And it was great. But now on this channel, we focus on journalism, photography, real life situations, homelessness, mental health. That's important. Struggles, people's true stories. We do things on this channel uncut. And this is what I'm going to say to YouTube. Disclaimer, YouTube. You should read my disclaimer next time instead of like having some computer read it. It makes no sense. Disclaimer. As a journalist, I have the right to express and to share for concern reasons. What I do on this channel is for concern reasons. People have a concern right to know, hey, what is Panda up to? That's a human right. That's called freedom of speech, to know what another person is doing and to express emotional speeches when expressing certain topics. And just say, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, because recently YouTube has been demonetizing my videos. It just fully, not just demonetized, can't monetize the video where we went from Times Square to Grand Central. They do not want to support the video because Alicia Keys' song Empire in New York keeps playing. Like I said, like the pedicabs, they play that song so many times they think they're gonna make money. It's like it's ruined. Yeah, it ruined the YouTube video. I knew it was gonna ruin it, so I just let it go. I didn't care. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you help support this channel by subscribing and getting me a like, you help tell YouTube like, oh, we don't need your money, but he gets my love. How about those apples, YouTube? Hater. I'm not even the one playing the song. And I'm being penalized for it, YouTube? Are you serious? Ladies and gentlemen, this is why YouTube sometimes needs to be more open-minded about these monetizations and how copyright works. You can't accuse me and say, oh, well, you should have better audio system. Oh, so I was supposed to have a whole decked out studio on my back just for a live stream. Bad enough, I already do have one. And this thing is heavy. The gimbal, plus what I got on all the components. And everyone in New York City, ladies and gentlemen, has said very good positive things about this mobile build. They're like, dude, that's incredible. I said, yeah, it's a computer, it's a laptop. I can plug up a USB a keyboard. I can plug up a physical keyboard with a receiver into it. And still, even a mouse. Because a lot of people don't know this, but Android does have a mouse feature. When you plug in a gaming mouse, it will detect it. But I digress. Learn your technology. Just like the guy, like yesterday, he comes into Starbucks, right? He orders the most ironic drink because he doesn't know what he's getting. He's just thirsty, right? Because I think he was hot. He pulls out the biggest dollars out of his pocket, a $50 bill, right? But you got a $1,500 phone, but you don't want to download the Starbucks app. And get your points for every dollar that you spend. So you can get a free drink, right? I'm just saying, I just don't get it. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for continuing. I just wanted to make announcements just to let people transparently know, especially people doing delivery bikes in this goddamn weather. Oh my god, it is wet. It is wet, friend. But enjoy your weekends, alright? But you guys want to financially support this channel? Guys, I got a Patreon page. I'm going to be updating it. It is kind of up to date, but recently I've been pushing out videos. I haven't been plugging those videos onto the Patreon. So I need to start doing that. But I'm a one-man army. This is why I was talking about last night, was the idea of branching out. I do not want sponsorships like you see on these other YouTubers. You see how these YouTubers have sponsorships and later on it's all scams like Honey, that extension browser that you guys have been trying to save money on. Yeah. That has been a scam. This is why we don't want sponsors. We want brands to sponsor the channel. But here is my legal obligation to the brand. Everything I do and everything I showcase must be transparent. You cannot ask me to say things. This is what I tell brands. You gotta let me express it to my audience to make them believe that this is a legitimate product, because if it's not legitimate coming from the person that's using it legitimately, then it's not a review. That's not a good assessment. And now YouTubers, and mind you, I don't want to become a famous YouTuber. I just want to become someone that people can rely on when it comes down to a voice. That voice means, like, if you have a problem or a question about a product and you're curious, you can always say, hey Panda, I got a question about a product on Amazon. I want you to do your investigation. Damn, okay. Let me know what the product is and I'll tell you it's good or not. Give me 24 hours. And maybe I'll come across an alternate that's even better and affordable for you. Something that's safe. Because recently, everyone, I bought adapters from Amazon and caused problems with the USB ports. So, yeah. And mind you, the seller tried to, I'm not should I say it? Well, let's say it. The seller on Amazon, I hope Amazon realizes this, like, that the seller, what he did was trying to bribe me. So basically this will happen, everyone. When you have a product on Amazon, when you buy a product on Amazon and you have a bad experience and you leave a 1 star, and then the seller contacts you days later and says, hey, I would like to refund you. And then when they refund you, this is where they have a 15-day window to remove your review off their selling listing. Yes, yes, Amazon gives them that flexibility. Since you refunded the customer, Amazon believes that the review doesn't stand. It should stand. The person bought it, it was bad, and they returned it. It should stand, and they got their money back. But no. Sometimes the seller would say, don't even send them the product back. And this is where they get the upper hand. This is why I say, everyone, always send the product back. Do not ever keep it. Because then Amazon can blame you for accepting the offer. So, this is why always send back the product. So there's no dirt that Amazon can use against you and say, well, they told you to keep it or dispose of it. What did you do with it? That's a question that Amazon's representatives should not be asking when you return that item. You understand? Therefore, that's between you and the seller if you keep the item. Therefore, Amazon can actually block you from making any other purchases or block you from making any more reviews on Amazon. Did you know they can block you from actually writing reviews on products? You can buy a product, but you cannot write a review, because this has happened to a few people. One of them is my friend. He's a photographer. He's in Hawaii right now. His name is Darren, mind you. And he was a victim of that. And as someone that's been on Amazon for over 17 years, I have great experience to know. This is why the information that I provide you on this channel is very important. This is from my experience. Learn from it. Take it, add it to your experience, and mix it and make something brand new. Maybe you got a better strategy than I do. Maybe you noticed something that I didn't notice. Or maybe you starting to realize what I noticed, and now you catching up. And now you see that why I don't want sponsorships on the channel. Brands can send me products, and I don't mind, but the product reviews have to be legit. By me. Not by, hey, I have a script. Here, take this script and say these words. No. I'm not your bitch. We are supposed to be a team, not a one-man army. That is what I don't like about collaborations. When someone tries to control the situation and there's really no agreement on both parties. It's just agreement on one party and the other parties, like the YouTuber, is the one that's desperate because, hear me out, the brand knows that you are trying to upcome and rise. They know you're desperate, so they're going to try to feed you garbage to persuade you. I'm going to call it garbage because it's lies and deception. Some brands are not so good with sponsorships, and some are not. Some are, and some are not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But with that said, everyone, let me grab my stuff. Let's go back to the hostel. I think the rain slowed down a little bit. Yeah, it did. And great talking with you. But I want to say thank you to Phil, Michael, Alicia. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for and Yuki. Yeah, everyone. And I hope you guys had a good Christmas, and I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. But this is going to be a wet 5 days, everyone. What you see here, 5 days. Yeah, non-stop. Oh, my pen. I know. You guys take care of yourselves. Please subscribe, like, and share. Like I said, you want to support the channel financially, everyone. You know, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. We, on this channel, like to do things in transparency. When you donate, I will post sometimes either on Instagram or on the YouTube community board. Alright? What I do with donations. So, keep that in mind. Either it's food, either it's hygienical stuff, or most likely hand warmers. Because things are quite expensive this year. So, they are. This year, they're quite more expensive than last year. I said, wow, they like $2 more this year. That's crazy. Because last year, I bought a lot of them from Target. And I know how much it was last year because it's on my receipts. Because this is why I do everything digitally. So the IRS knows what I get donation-wise. This is why I don't accept cash. This is why I don't panhandle. If I'm going to panhandle, I make YouTube videos. And tell about my life. And tell about my stories. So people who want to support that, that's fine. That's how you make a 1099. That's what I'm calling this, a 1099. But with that said, everyone, enjoy your rest of your day. Like I said, you want to support the channel, guys. You want to support what I do. I'm facing houselessness. I'm the toughest dude on these streets. Ask the people in Starbucks. Like, Panda, how can you sleep outside in the cold? I refuse to stay in the men's shelter. After being robbed? No. Did you see what happened last night? Shelter employee got stabbed, killed. How many times that has happened in a men's New York City homeless shelter? Too many times. Robbery, thefts, drug possession, drug activity, sexual misconduct. Yeah. You got even the security guards plotting against you to rob you inside the shelter because you got something valuable. That's how low it is. Because, mind you, I'm not trying to put people on the spot, but let's be really frank and honest about reality. These are individuals that have jobs now that was once in that same placement of being homeless and houseless. And now they want to go, still want to act like they still homeless and houseless. You got a job now. Why are you trying to provoke? Mind you, this has happened many times. So keep that in mind. So this is why you don't trust the homeless system in New York City. I'd rather trust the homeless system in Wisconsin than New York City. Just be honest about that. I don't trust any system in New York City. This is why I do everything independently on my own. After experiencing how New York City denied me services in 2021, I said, you know what? Lord Brian might be onto something. Because that's when Lord Brian was like, if they don't want to help, have that person marked from invisible people help you. That's when we came across that topic. Because that was madness, how the city denied me, not once, everyone, but 3 times. And I thought this was a sanctuary city. I don't know. Not so sanctuary towards an American, I guess. But to America, you just gave them $350 debit. What is it? Every 2 weeks, it was $350 on the debit. And every other month, they would get like $500 on EBT. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? How much does the average American get on EBT? About what? 60, 50, some people I know, like I had a client in Wisconsin. Can't say his name, can't give you good information, but he was on SSDI when I was doing social services in Wisconsin for the state. And he was only receiving $74 in EBT. And that's because of other income factors, like his veteran, and all that other stuff. And I'm saying to myself, wow, you couldn't just give them the full, what is it, 190, what is it, 197? In Wisconsin, it's 197. Now it's 215, I believe, on EBT. For single persons. So I might be wrong. It might have went up last year. I'm not quite sure, but we checked that. We double checked. But you get what I'm saying, everyone. Doesn't make sense. This is why, like, I'm thinking about moving back to California now. Since Prop 36 is back in effect, that means California would be safe again. I can go back to California because New York City is not going to add Prop 36 to their chapter. They're not going to think about safety for the civilian. Come on, look how many mom and pop shops are closing. Look how many people are stealing. I don't think it's going to be, So, I like San Francisco. So, anyone think San Francisco might be a good idea to go back? Let me know. But let's see how San Francisco's, after, mind you, it just passed. So let's give it 6 months and see the transition on Prop 36. Let's see if things get better first in San Francisco or in California in general. Mind you, keep this in mind, that Trump did not win California, okay? But he did flip some blue states to red states. If you look at the map, guys, come on. If you're not looking at this, that what made the difference. That's why Prop 36 was voted 70%. Yes, 70% of the vote. Yeah. You guys are like, damn, 70%, 70%, everybody. Basically, most of the state voted. Most of the state voted for Prop 36. People in communities. So I think New York should learn from that. But other than that, everyone, support the channel, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you for the support. But let me get out of here. See ya.